Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to East Long Meadow High School, where the 8-4 East Long Meadow Spartans baseball team hosts Pittsfield at a 4-6 record. Hi again, everybody. Colin Casey joining you this afternoon. And the Spartans, they've dropped 2 of their last 3 games after getting off to a really good start this season. So they're looking to bounce back and continue their winning ways. It's my understanding they're 2 wins away from clinching a playoff spot. And they still have plenty of games left, 8 left on the season, so they've got plenty of time. They'd love to do that as soon as possible as the leadoff man digs in for Pittsfield. And on the mound for the Spartans is Vince Maniscalchi. First pitch from Vince misses upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Maniscalchi has pitched almost 7 innings on the year, struck out 5 in that stretch. There's a strike. Counts even at 1-1. Kingston behind the plate, Andrew Kingston behind the plate for the Spartans. The 1-1. That misses just outside. I think the scoreboard reads 3-0, but I believe that second pitch was a strike. Nevertheless, here's the pitch. That misses outside, so it is indeed 3-1 now. 3-1 count to Carter Matthews, the junior. And the left-handed hitting junior walks. And the leadoff man's on for Pittsfield. Generals coming off a lopsided victory against Lennox, where the Spartans are coming off a lopsided loss against Pope Francis. Maniscalchi checks the runner at first, throw to Martin Ryan, and Matthews is back in time. And the first pitch is in the dirt to Joe Traversa, the shortstop. From the stretch, runner going, throw down by Kingston is wide right. No one could get there in time either to cover and grab that throw. So Matthews is in with a stolen base and a 2-0 count. And Maniscalchi delivers. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded on a hop. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1. Runner moves up to third. And that will bring up Ian Benoit. A lot of juniors on this team, at least at the top of the order. And the first pitch to Benoit misses up and in. There's a high pop-up slicing, and that will land over the dugout. Foul ball. In a small sample size, Benoit's had a great season. Mass Live has him coming into this game 6 for 8, including 3 doubles and 8 RBIs. So he has done his damage with runners in scoring position. 1-1. Off-speed pitch. That misses upstairs. And we got a stoppage here. Coach Craig DeFranco's pointing something out to the umpire with the lineup. And they're coaches are comparing the lineup cards. Is it possible that maybe batted out of order? If that's the case, that's an automatic out. Got a bit of a discussion here. And things have been cleared up. So the at-bat will continue, 2-1 count. Two balls, one strike. Maniscalchi looking to get this key second out, but he misses upstairs on the fastball, 3-1. The pitch upstairs, ball 4. Second walk surrendered by Maniscalchi, and all of a sudden Pittsfield runners at the corners, only one out. Stepping in for the Generals is Marco DiNicola, the senior. Towering lefty digs in. He's got a chance to put his team out in front early. First pitch, low and away. Wind really blowing this afternoon, gusting at almost 20 miles an hour, it seems like, coming in from left field. It's actually shifted a little bit, coming from center towards right center, so be interesting to see if that plays a part on fly balls. Speaking of, there's a pop-up shallow right field, and catch is made for out number 2. I think that was Mike Moynihan making the grab over at second. 2 away, that's a big out number 2. Here's Hunter Potash. And taking second from defensive indifference right there, that was Benoit advancing to second. So 2 in scoring position now for Potash. He waves at a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Off-speed pitch misses low. Counts even at 1. Does have a base open at first. One gets past Kingston, and that's going to be an easy run for Pittsfield as Matthews comes around to score. So that's a run on no hits so far for the Generals. 2 walks. So a rough start for the Spartans, at least defensively and pitching-wise in the first inning. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Maniscalchi finds the strike zone there. It's 2-2. Chopper foul. Count remains 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner on third. Maniscalchi peers in, gets the sign from the stretch. The pitch, hard ground ball towards short, fielded cleanly, throw on to first, and that will retire the side. So the Spartans do surrender a run, coming off 2 walks. Generals leave 1 on base. Spartans will get their first ups here in the bottom of the first, coming up next. Bottom of the first here at East Long Meadow High School. Spartans trail 1-0. Pittsfield grabbing a run in the top of the first off of a pair of walks and a pass ball. Mike Moynihan going to lead things off, and boy, has he had a great season. The absence of Ryan Lavelli's become the leadoff hitter, so the left-hander digs in to face Carter Matthews, who scored that run in the top of the first for the Generals. And the first pitch Moynihan sees is in the dirt for a ball. Pittsfield right in the middle of their division race in third. Moynihan cuts at it and misses. They're 1-1 in their league, 4-6 overall. Got Mount Greylock and Taconic both undefeated in that league, the Berkshire North League. Southpaw Matthews. And Chopper gets over the glove of Matthews. Going to be a tough play. Barehanded throw, and he got him. Great defensive play over at second. And Moynihan is retired, one down. Here's Hunter Mazza Jr. First pitch he sees is on the outside corner for a strike. Mazza 12 for 18 so far this season. Very impressive. Has driven in 9 runs. Picked up 3 doubles as well. Lazy fly ball out towards right field, cutting towards the right, and able to run it down for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Matthews. And Mazza is retired. Not an easy feat lately for opposing pitchers. So in steps last week's Mass Live Athlete of the Week, senior Andrew Kingston. He lays off the first pitch high. Kingston tied for the team lead in home runs with Tommaso Talas, who's on deck. There's a strike, 1-1. Kingston also leading the team in RBIs with 15 coming into today's game. Looking to do some damage with 2 outs. There's a high fly ball out towards left, hanging up there. Coming in to make the catch. And a 1-2-3 first inning for Carter Matthews. Impressive start for him, including a run scored in the top half of the first. After 1, it's 1-0 Pittsfield. 1-0 Pittsfield as we're back at East Long Meadow High School. 1-2-3 inning for the Generals out on defense in the bottom of the first. So they're back to try to extend their lead here in the top of the second. Manisalci had a bit of a rough start, first couple batters he faced, but settled down to only give up 1 after surrendering 2 walks. There's a sharply hit line drive towards left, and that ball's over the head of the left fielder, and it's going to be extra bases. It's a leadoff double for the Generals, and once again, they are threatening. This team has been electric offensively the last couple of games. So man on second, 1 down. And here's a bunt. Caught East Long Meadow off guard. It's going to be an infield single. These Generals came to play this afternoon, and they're looking to build a big lead early on. First and third. Nobody out. A pair of hits start things off for Pittsfield. That pitch is in the dirt. So Manisalci trying to get out of this jam. Might trade a run for 2 outs on a double play ball. Here you saw Meadow. That pitch misses high. The fastball, and actually there's a changeup, caught him way out in front for strike 1. That pitch misses upstairs. 3-1 now. Things got started with a John Halse leadoff double. That's in the dirt, gets through Kingston and ends up out of play. And it's 2-0 Pittsfield. Runner also moves up to second, so another in scoring position. Plus, that is also ball 4, so it's first and second, nobody out, and 2-0 Pittsfield. Coach Craig DeFranco, just grab the bat, no mound visit just yet. Fastball for Manisalci's in there for strike 1. It's Hayden Harrington on second, who had that bunt single for the Generals. And that one gets through Kingston as well. Second and third. It's been a tough time for Kingston defensively so far. Second and third, 1-1 count. Hard ground ball to third, and it gets through Tallis, and that's going to plate another run. It's 3-0. Pittsfield making some solid contact early, and not sure how they'd score that, but that was Ryan LaPierre driving that run home. And we're back to the top of the order. Starting pitcher Carter Matthews in. That one's in the dirt. Kingston able to get in front of this one. Runner moves up to second. That's LaPierre. I'll score that one a single. That ball is hit pretty hard to third. It's Noah Santos over at third, by the way, for Pittsfield. Santos reached on a walk. Matthews, 2 in scoring position, looking to really extend his lead. He slices that ball foul off to the left. Counts even at 2. Seamus Morrison, the head coach for Pittsfield in his 3rd season. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit. Here comes the throw home. It was cut off, and it's not in time. 2-run single, Carter Matthews, 5-0. What a start to the game for Matthews. A 1-2-3 inning, 2 RBIs and a run scored. How about this Pittsfield offense the last 2 games? And just like that, I think we're going to see a pitching change here. I think Coach DeFranco is going to take Manisalci out. That's exactly what he's going to do. And in comes Ryan Karlskind. So the sophomore is going to come in, try to limit the damage here. Once again, it's 5-0 here in the top of the second. Spartans still have not recorded an out in this inning. The runner on first. And Carter Matthews doing it all right now for Pittsfield. So he just plated 2 more runs for his team. As I was saying before, though, Jameis Morrison in his 3rd season as the Pittsfield head coach, as so is Spartans head coach Greg DeFranco. Similarities there between those two. But Pittsfield has been tearing the cover off the ball the last few games. Looking back through their schedule, they're only 4-6, but they've gotten the bats going. You look back at against Hoosick Valley on April 24th, they beat them 9-0. Put 15 up on Drury, and then just last game, 15 up on Lennox. So this team can hit the ball. They kind of just win games if they hit well, and if they don't, their pitching just can't hold it up. Not that their pitching has been bad at all either. So I think they're better than their 4-6 record shows. And they're proving that today. So here's Carlskind. Nobody out. And the first pitch he throws is sent out towards right center field. That is in the gap. They're going to send the runner. And he's going to score easily. It's an RBI double. Joe Traversa. 6-0. A lot of hard-hit balls coming off the bats of the Generals. And still, nobody out. Benoit hits a sharply hit ball. That gets down in left field. Here comes another run. Throw into Tallis. He cuts it off. And it's 7-0. Ian Benoit, sharp hit ball to left field. Plates another run. And man, could the Spartans use a double play right now. And here is the cleanup hitter, DiNicola. Popped out to second in his first at-bat. He really can put this game out of reach if it already isn't. 7-0. From the slide step, Carlskind's pitch is fouled off to the left, out of play. It's been a real fun start for the Generals so far at the plate. Even in the field, 1-2-3 inning from Matthews. Carlskind pitched, and DiNicola gets a piece of it. It's foul. 2 strikes on him now. And the pitch, off speed, in there for strike 3. A great backdoor curveball gets him looking. And finally, the Spartans get out number 1. First strikeout of the game from either team. Here's Potash. Grounded out to short. That curveball misses inside. Glove down by Kingston. Potash Jr. And he chops one just to the pitcher. Carlskin throws onto first. A little high, but Ryan jumps and makes the catch for out number 2. Comes down with it on the bag. Advancing up to second, Spinoit. So with 2 away, digging in is Hulse, who started this inning off with a double out towards left center. Check swings the first pitch for ball 1. Hulse came around to score. That ball popped up over by second. And the inning finally comes to an end, but not before Pittsfield puts up 6 more runs, and they're up 7-0 through 1.5 here at East Long Meadow High School. Tommaso Tallis digs in to lead off the bottom of the second, and boy, was it a rough start to this one for East Long Meadow. They are already down 7-0. Pittsfield sent 10 men to the plate in the top half of this inning, plating 6 runs in addition to the 1 they scored in the top of the first. And Carter Matthews, who's been the most valuable player so far in this game, that ball tattooed up the middle, and there's Matthews again. Snags it and retires Tallis on 1 pitch, 1 away. So here's Alec Baker, Dallas Baptist commit, Division I baseball out in Texas. And the first pitch to the senior misses high. Baker, a phenomenal pitcher. Also getting it done at the plate this year. 1-0. Matthews finds his own this time. Baker with 10 RBIs on the season. Also hit a home run. That's in there for strike 2. 5 doubles, walked 4 times, hitting .500, 13 of 26. That ball's in the dirt. Now, if you're Matthews in this situation, your team's got a 7-0 lead. You got to stay aggressive if you're on the mound. Keep throwing strikes and keep letting your team make plays. Hard ground ball to first. Fielded cleanly. Potash tags first. 5 up, 5 down so far for the Spartans. Baker has been retired, 2 down. First pitch misses to Martin Ryan. Going to Boston College next year. That's a strike. And this could be a real big turning point in the season for Pittsfield. 4-6, they're a middle-of-the-road team now. They get a big win against number 3 ranked East Long Meadow. Turn things around. However, it is still only the second inning, and a lot can happen over the next 5.5. Two strikes now on Ryan. 1-2 count. The southpaw Matthews. The high leg kick. Off-speed pitch. Doesn't come back towards plate. It's in the dirt. 2-2. The pitch, tappered up the third baseline, foul. And I think it's important for the Spartans to really work the pitch count, as it's been pretty easy going so far for Pittsfield and Matthews. Generals looking to get 6 straight outs to start the game. Ground ball to third. And 1, 2, 3 go the Spartans once again. Pittsfield leading 7-0 after 2. They look in control so far. Through 2 innings, and the Spartans are trailing 7-0, trailing by a touchdown. Still 5 innings left in this one. A lot can happen. But Pittsfield is off to a very strong start in this game. Here's Harrington, 1 for 1 on the afternoon. And Ryan Carlson's first pitch of the third misses low. And Carlson fires in a strike. That ball hit hard. It's through the old 5.5 hole for a knock. And once again, Pittsfield with a leadoff man on. Third time in as many innings. Ball's peppered. Carlson misses inside. That misses high. Now the Spartans looking to avoid dropping the third game in their last 4. They were number 1 about a week ago in the Mass Life rankings. They've fallen to 3. Had a big win against Long Meadow, who's now number 1. That's 3-0. But since then, they've been kind of quiet offensively and struggled pitching. And when you don't have either of those working for you lately, it's a terrible combination. Carlson able to find the zone here. That ball's driven into the gap once again. It's going to roll all the way close to the wall. The throw in holds the runner at third. But once again, 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. And Pittsfield, wow, are they swinging the bat? It's incredible. And I think that was Santos with that double after walking in his first at-bat. So he's now 1 for 1, reached base twice. So here's LaPierre with an RBI single in his first plate appearance. There's a strike, 1-1. Carlson, ball's fouled off. He's ahead in the count, 1-2. Be really big if you get a strikeout. And maybe East Long Meadow brings the infield in, gets the runner at the plate with the dangerous Matthews on deck. And he's got an opportunity to pick up some more RBIs potentially, depending on what happens here. 2-2. There's a softly hit fly ball into center field. It is caught. Not deep enough to score the run, so there's a big out, number 1. Nice job of Carlson avoiding some powerful contact. And it's an easy out, number 1. And in steps Matthews, looking to continue to have a monster afternoon. and already his third at-bat in as many innings. Or plate appearance, I should say, because he walked in his first trip to the plate to lead off the game, and he lays off the first pitch in the dirt for ball one. And that one is sent foul. Matthews, true lefty, bats and throws. Daisy's not pitching. He's out in center field for the Generals. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The top of the third. Curveball, ground ball to first. It's an easy play. And what a heads-up play. And did he not tag him? Wow. What a heads-up play by Matthews. It even confused anybody. He backed up to pause and to kind of freeze, I guess I should say, first baseman Ryan. Not only that, Ryan was unable to make the tag, and the run scored. So Matthews going to get credit for an RBI. And I don't know if you can call that an error there. I think it was just heads-up baseball, and I think that he just avoided the tag. So that's going to be, I'm ruling that one a hit. And he's 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs now. Just a heads-up play. And it's 8-0. Traversa, who is 1 for 2 with a double, hits a chopper over to second base, and it is misplayed by Moynihan. And everyone moves up 90 feet, and the bases are loaded with still nobody out. So that's going to be an E4. And here comes a mound visit. Coach Franco certainly not happy with how things have gone through the first 2 innings and change. And it's just one of those days for the Spartans. So, Karlskind, who, since he came in, hasn't been terrible. He's given up a few hard hit balls, but a lot of these just soft ground balls have generated some problems for the Spartans. So Karlskind looking to continue to battle. First 4 guys reaching base this inning. And a snap throw down to third, and it was a good one by Kingston, but scurrying back to Santos. Here is Ian Benoit, walked in his first trip in the first. That ball's in the dirt. Walked in his first trip in the first, followed that up with an RBI single. Good stats game for a lot of guys up and down this Generals lineup. Weak pop-up, Kingston, diving and making the catch is Martin Ryan. There's actually 2 down. I forgot about that first out on the fly ball. But what a catch by Martin Ryan. Retires Benoit 2 down. And the Spartans might be able to get out of this inning. I stand corrected. Ground ball through the hole. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. It's in there. And the tag over at first will end the inning. But 2 more plated. And it's 10-0. If I'm not mistaken, I'm waiting there. Yeah, it's on the scoreboard. So 10-0. 3 more runs score in the third. And Pittsfield just coming out and completely hammering the ball this afternoon. We head to the bottom of the third. Spartans down, a touchdown and a field goal. Bottom of the third, 10-0 the score. Pittsfield on top of East Long Meadow. Pittsfield coming into this game not even ranked. They fell out of the rankings after being at number 17 last week. This week, though, unranked. Probably just missed it. They're 4-6, but they have been hitting the ball phenomenally last 4 games or so. And the first pitch to Dan Tangren is in the dirt. Tangren looking to become the first base run of the game for the Spartans. That's strike 1-1, as they've been unable to solve Matthews or at both on the mound and the plate. And Tangren lofts one down the right field line. Diving attempt, but it falls foul. It'll be 1-2 now to Tangren. Carlson on deck for the Spartans. The 1-2. Tangren gets jammed, able to foul this ball off onto the tennis court. One ball, 2 strikes. Matthews from the windup hasn't had to go from the stretch yet in this one. And the pitch. Weak pop-up, first base side. And that's an easy catch for Potash, 1 away. 7 up, 7 down. Just a phenomenal game so far from Matthews. And now he'll face Karlskind, who is on the mound at this point, and that pitch almost clipped Karlskind. It's a little early, but that would have broken up the perfect game. 1-0. There's a strike. Now, Matthews doesn't have that overwhelming velocity, but he's been doing a great job mixing his pitches. That ball fouled straight back, 1-2, and he's been getting ahead of these East Long Meadow hitters, which is huge. And time has been called. Carlson looking for it. He digs back in. And the 2-strike pitch. Chopped. It's a foul ball. Hit the plate and sharply went left. So Carlson stays alive. Carter Matthews been spotting his pitch as well, too. Hasn't been leaving a lot over the plate. He got away with one against Tallis, though. And there's a nice take from Karlskind. Yeah, that leadoff ground out by Tallis was hammered up the middle, able to make a miraculous play on it. This one not so difficult. The lob onto first, and that is 8 straight retired to lead off this game. 2 away. So here's Chad Lavelle rounding out the Spartans lineup. Lefty on lefty matchup. And that fastball is off the corner for a ball. Chad's brother Ryan has been missing time due to an illness. That ball just below the knees, 2-0. The pitch, that's in there for strike 1. Lavelle didn't get a lot of time at the plate last year. That has changed after a couple graduating seniors. But he was a big defensive key to this team, as count out 3-1. And the Spartans 1 ball away from having the first base runner of the contest. Matthews looking to fight back. And that's going to hit him. And reaching first for the first base run of the game is Chad Lavelle. That'll move Spartans back to the top of the order finally. And Mike Moynihan will get his second opportunity after grounding out to second in his first at-bat. A lot of lefties in the Spartans lineup. And there's a slow roller towards second. It's going to be a tough play. Barehanded, and he got him. That's a second barehanded play made by Benoit. And I think that first one was also on Moynihan, so he's been robbing him this afternoon. So 3 no-hit innings for Carter Matthews, and we remain at a 10-0 score. Pittsfield has just dominated this one so far. Stay tuned for the fourth. Top of the fourth now, 10-0. The lead for Pittsfield. And Benoit, who's made 2 fine defensive plays in this game, kicking things off for the heart of the lineup. Or, excuse me, that's it's actually the first baseman, I should say, Potash, who's 0 for 2 so far today. He hasn't had the same success as his teammates, but it really hasn't mattered so far. Potash grounding out to short. Following that up, ground out to the pitcher. That is not a ground out. That ball is hit well out towards left field. Carrying it is off the wall. Potash rounding first. He's into second easily, and he missed a home run by about 2 feet. That ball was peppered. And for the fourth time in as many innings, Pittsfield has had a leadoff man on. It's the second time they've led off with an extra base hit in the last 3 innings. And I think they just appealed to first, see if he missed first base. That was not the case. Seems like 99 out of 100 times you always lose that appeal. First pitch misses upstairs for Hulse, who batted twice in the second inning. The double and a run scored. He also ended that inning with a pop-up to short. Good stop by Kingston in the dirt. Carlskin from the stretch. Unfortunately for the Spartans, seen a lot of pitching from the stretch in this game. That's in there. I'm sorry, we actually had a pitching change in this one. That's Carlskin's come out. Not entirely sure who's in now. And that pitch misses high. The pitch, sharp hit ball down the right field line, fading. It's a fair ball. This might be another double. It is. Not deep enough to score the run. And back-to-back doubles to lead off the fourth. This is getting ridiculous at this point. An absolute clinic at the plate. Hulse's second double of the game. And looking back, that is, I believe, the 5th double of the game. Yeah, 5th double of the game for this team. That ball popped up foul right over us, out of play. Here's Harrington, who has singled in both of his trips to the plate. Talk about production from the bottom of your lineup. That ball hit sharply to center. It's caught, plenty deep enough though, and it's 11-0. Sacrifice fly for Harrington. as he continues to have a great day at the plate. It's only out number 1, now runner on third. And Pittsfield looking to make it a dozen. And now the first pitch to the left-handed hitting Santos, who doubled in his last appearance. I feel like a broken record player right now, talking about all these doubles. That was last inning, too. And then Santos walked as well, so he's 1 for 1. There's a high fly ball. That might be deep enough to score another run. Catch is made. They're going to send the runner. Here's a play. That throw is close, and they got him. So it's a double play on a great relay, and that prevents second run from scoring in the inning. But once again, Pittsfield scores another run. It's 11-0 through 3.5. 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Spartans. Still looking for their first hit of the game, as Chad Lavelle was their first base runner. 2 outs in the bottom of the third, but Carter Matthews has just been sensational this afternoon. Hunter Mazza, first pitch, misses outside to him. Mazza flew out to right in his first at-bat. And that one's in there for strike 1. Mazza now 12 of 19 on the season. A hit would put him at 600 batting average, but he falls behind 1 and 2. And it certainly hasn't been easy to get hits this afternoon against Carter. He delivers. That's low and outside. 2 and 2. Swings at a pitch a little high, but he does get a piece of it to stay alive. Also due up this inning is Kingston and Tallis. They both own easily the 2 hardest hit balls in this game for East Long Meadow. Curveball just misses the outside corner, couldn't get it back over the plate. The count is full. Ground ball up the middle, takes a kind bounce off the mound, throw on to first. And Mazza is 0 for 2. 1 away. So now Kingston will get his second opportunity of the afternoon after flying out to left. Wind has certainly calmed down since the first couple innings. That first pitch is outside, and that definitely played a part in that hard hit ball by Hunter Potash, hitting halfway up that fence out in left center field. Ball had to be hit well over 350 feet. 1-0, jams Kingston. He fouls it to the backstop. One ball, one strike to the senior. He's been a staple to this lineup for the last 3 years. And he takes a pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. There's Matthews mixing up his pitches once again, keeping hitters off balance. Looking to put away Kingston here, and he does. Nasty off-speed pitch. And Kingston is down on strikes. That's only the first strikeout of the game recorded by Matthews, so he's gotten a lot of help behind him throughout this game, especially from his second baseman, Benoit. Now here's Tallis, who cranked one up the middle in his first at-bat, but ball was snared by Matthews, and he made the easy toss over to first. 1-0 count. And Tallis hits that ball hard on the ground. It's through And that is the Spartans' first hit of the ball game with 2 outs in the 4th. So Tallis able to find a hole. Great job of opposite field hitting to break up the no-hitter. And now Baker steps in, looking to make it back-to-back base hits. Or maybe even something more. Maybe they can pick up their first run of the game. Takes strike 1. Baker grounded out to first. His first trip in the bottom of the 2nd. And that ball's in the dirt, and it's going to make it out of play. And Tallis, although he made it to second anyways, would have gotten it for free at that point. Baker waiting for the 1-1. Hard hit ball, diving play at third. Throw is low, and it gets through. And Tallis will score the first run of the game for the Spartans. It's going to be, I think that's going to be an infield single with an error. So that's an unearned run for Matthews. Baker does get credit for a single for beating that one out. Tallis scoring on that error, and Martin Ryan takes first pitch for a called strike, and time is being called. And is there something up with Matthews maybe right now? Yeah, he's doubled over. And you really don't like to see this, as Matthews has had a phenomenal game, now in some pain. Looks like it might be lower body, he's stretching his legs out. Now, the safe bet here would be to take him out of the game, given the 10-run lead in the 4th. But it looks like he's going to at least throw some warm-up pitches, see how he's feeling. Something's definitely bothering him, though. And it looks like it's in that left leg, that base to his pitching. And as he's warming up, we'll see if he's going to continue. Something bothering his leg, but it looks like he wants to continue, and I think that's what's going to happen. So. Yep, Matthews going to keep pitching. Going to fight through it. You have to wonder if maybe this might be his last inning regardless. But we'll have to see. 2 outs, and Martin Ryan, it's a line drive right at the left fielder Harrington. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Matthews, and that at bat, and the side is retired. But the Spartans pick up their first hit and run of the game. Through 4, Pittsfield 11, East Long Meadow 1. You're watching East Long Meadow Spartans baseball here on LCAT. Top 5, 11-1 still the score. And here's LaPierre. Lays off the first pitch. That one misses upstairs. LaPierre, he been to the plate twice in this one. RBI single. Then followed that one up with a fly out to center. 2-1 to him. That's hit hard to second. Nice play. And Nate Garcia makes a throw on to first for out number 1. So the Spartans, for the first time in this game, have retired the leadoff hitter. And now lineup card turns over, and Matthews will get his 4th appearance. Walked to lead off the game, came around to score, and he's going to lay one down. Well-placed bunt, Tallis, bare hands throw, he's in there. And that is the 3rd hit of the game for Matthews. He's reached base 4 times, so talk about helping out the stats there. Plus 3 RBIs. And he's scored a couple of times. Ball's popped up, diving, and making the catch is Ryan. For the 2nd time, he's made a diving catch, and that's out number 2. So 2 away. And here is Benoit, who's been phenomenal defensively in this game. As well as he's been great offensively, too. And he takes first pitch at the knees for a strike. And there's a ground ball to third. Tallis, long throw, having to come off the bag is Ryan, but he's able to make the tag on Benoit to retire the side. So Spartans, with a quick inning, don't give up any runs this time. And now they look to get the bats going as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom 5, Spartans looking to get some runs here, trailing by 10. Nate Garcia leading things off. He'll be followed by Nate Gauvin. This first pitch missing high. Garcia has been put into the lineup now. He didn't start. And I'm checking right now to see who he was plugged into the lineup for. That was Dan Tangren, who he replaced. Chopper, nice play over at third, cut off, throw, and he is retired. So 1 out, and Gauvin steps in. First pitch in there for a strike. Matthews, by the way, out for his 5th inning of work. He's only given up 1 run and a pair of hits. Weak ground ball to short. Going to be a tough play. The throw. Got him by a step. 2 down. So a couple ground outs and quickly 2 down in the inning. Gauvin, by the way, has been pitching the last couple innings. I failed to mention that before. My apologies to Nate. So here's Chad Lavelle. Reached base via hit by pitch in his first plate appearance. Takes that pitch high for a ball. It's gotten a lot warmer out compared to the start of the game. Feels like it's gone up a good 8 or 9 degrees. There's a strike. Pretty busy afternoon here at East Palmetto High School for a Thursday afternoon. With action on the turf with lacrosse. There's a swinging strike. Had a tennis going on just before this game behind us. So, a lot of athletics going on today, and there's a foul tip held on to behind the plate. And the Spartans go down 1-2-3 for the 3rd time in this game. And through 5 innings, it is 11-1 Pittsfield. Pittsfield looking to maybe add to their lead here. And that first pitch is going to miss inside to Marco DiNicola. And he cuts at that one and misses for a strike. And there's a hit by pitch. And the leadoff man is on. A pickoff move to first. The throw gets away. And shaken up is DiNicola. I think he banged up his shoulder there, and he's in a lot of pain. And yeah, something really up with his shoulder. We're going to take a quick timeout here. Runner on first, nobody out. So we return with substitution being made, as unfortunately DiNicola is going to leave the game with a shoulder injury. We certainly hope that he's all right, but in the meantime, he will be replaced. So we got a pinch runner now, and here is Potash, who took Govin all the way to the wall, the first batter he faced. Since then, though, Nate has settled down, but Potash continues to be a thorn in his side as he rips that ball past the diving shortstop for a base hit. So first two guys reach base. It's first and second now. Here's a strike on the outside corner. First pitch to Hulse, who's had a pair of doubles in this game. There's a swing and a miss for strike two. And waved at that one in the dirt for strike three. And no drop third there, so that's that's out number one, I should say. Ball is yanked foul. So already an 0-1 count to Harrington. He's had a couple of hard hit balls in this game. Had a sac fly in his last appearance. There's a ground ball towards short. Tough throw. And a nice catch over at first by Ryan to make the play. 2 away. So the Spartans could get out of this without giving up a run once again. They're gonna have to retire Santos here, who in his last opportunity he hit a fly ball out to right. Would have been a sac fly, but runner was cut down at the plate. That runner being Hulse. But Noah Santos waiting. And he pops one up foul behind the third base dugout. If you're just joining us, it's been a rough game for East Long Meadow, to say the very least. Going down big early. And they trail 11-1 in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. Govin's pitch. Fly ball, shallow left. And I think that's Lavelle making the catch to retire the side. So once again, the Spartans have gone an inning without giving up a run. They've gone the last 2 innings without allowing Pittsfield to score. But they're going to need a lot of offense to get back into this one. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Your Spartans trail 11-1. Bottom of the 6th here, once again, Carter Matthews out to continue his phenomenal game on the mound, as well as at the plate. He's done great things both sides. And the first pitch to Mike Moynihan's in there for a strike. I think Moynihan might be the first guy I've seen wearing number 48 for the Spartans as far as I've been calling games here. That ball fades out of play, and Moynihan now down 0-2. Top of the order due up for the Spartans. Moynihan, Mazza, and Kingston. Moynihan's been on the receiving end of 2 great plays over at second base by Benoit. That pitch misses inside. A couple of barehanded plays have kept him off the base paths. That's been important because he does have a lot of speed. The 1-2. That misses up and maybe a bit inside as well. 2-2. That's high 3-2 now. Control starting to drift a little bit with Matthews. The 3-2 is on the ground to short. Play is made, throws in time, and you really can't underestimate how well Pittsfield has played defense in this game. I think they've made 1 error in the entire game. That 1 error ended up leading to the only run they allowed, so you can't really underestimate the power of defense, especially in high school baseball. 1 away. Moynihan now 0 for 3. There's ball 1 to Mazza. Fouled off to the screen. That's up and in. Mazza hitless as well as many of his teammates have been in this game. And not anymore as he rips one to right center for a base hit. A 1-out single for Mazza. And that'll bring up Andrew Kingston. Kingston 0 for 2 in this one. He flew out to left and then struck out swinging. He's got Mazza on first now. And the first pitch he sees, he ropes one down the right field line. That is a fair ball. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Kingston's going to try to leg out a double, and he's in there standing. Mazza moves up to third, and now there's 2 on the pond for Tommaso Tallis, who got the Spartans' first hit in this game back in the 4th. Spartans threatening here with 1 away. Kingston continues to have a phenomenal season. Let's see if Tallis can keep his hot hitting up. And he takes first pitch in the dirt. Matthews does have a base open at first. So you wonder if he's going to pitch very carefully to Tallis. I know I would. That one's on the outside corner for a strike. Tallis' hit was an opposite field one, but he really pulls the ball, so I'd keep the ball away from him to avoid him getting a lot of power. There's a good spot. There's strike 2. Perfect spot by Matthews, especially against a hitter like Tallis. 1-2 pitch from the stretch. Here it is. It has a line drive getting down into right center for a base hit. They're going to send Kingston around. Here's the throw. It's up the line. And it's a 2-run single for Tallis, who advances to second on the throw in. And now Alec Baker looking to keep the hit parade going for the Spartans, trying to make it 4 consecutive hits. You have to wonder how much longer Matthews is going to continue as he's starting to fade down the stretch. And the first pitch misses inside to Baker. Baker grounded out to first and then reached on a single and advanced on an error as well. And he's behind on that pitch for a strike. One and one. And there's a line drive into left center for a base hit. They're going to send Tallis around. Here's the throw. It's high. This tag. And he's out. So a great throw in and a great tag at the plate. And there are 2 down. The score remains 11-3. Baker moving up to second on the throw. Throw beat him, and Tallis couldn't quite avoid the tag. But Baker picks up his second hit of the game. Him and Tallis have 4 of the Spartans' 6 hits in this one. Kingston and Mazza owning the other, so top of the order. Getting it done after a slow start. Martin Ryan, ground ball to short, tries to beat it out. The throw, dug out at first. And after 6 innings, it is an 8-run lead for Pittsfield. 11-3. We head to the final inning in this one. Stay tuned for the finish. Top of the final inning in this one. Pittsfield has come out and completely out-hit the Spartans in this game, and they lead 11-3. And the first pitch is in for a called strike. And this is LaPierre at the plate. Then back to the top of the order. LaPierre, it's a frozen rope to left field. That gets down for a base hit. And that is 6 of the 7 innings where Pittsfield has gotten the leadoff man on. 5 of those being on base hits. Carter Matthews. Be interesting to see if he comes out for the 7th. I don't know. His pitch count might be getting up there. And he's ahead in the count, though. 2-0. He has yet to be retired in this game. 3 hits and a walk, as well as 3 RBIs and a couple of runs scored. Matthews watches that pitch find the strike zone. That one misses for, no, that's in there for strike. That looked outside. I believe that's a full count. And the payoff pitch, runner going. There's a high fly ball, shallow right field. And catch is made for out number 1. That's Moynihan coming in to make the catch. 1 away. So they finally are able to retire Carter Matthews. And there's a fly ball down the right field line, foul. That coming off the bat of Joe Traversa. Traversa has, I was going to say has a quiet game, but he did end up having an RBI double back in inning number 2. A huge inning. 6 runs put up by the Pittsfield Generals. Ground ball, third base side, fielded by Tallis, but it kicks foul. 2 strikes now, and Traversa. Here's 2-strike offering. Snap throw to first by Kingston is a little bit offline, able to get back with a dive. It's LaPierre. There's a fly ball right field, but right at Mike Moynihan. Makes second catch that he's had to make in this inning. And there are 2 down. So here is Benoit. He's had a great all-around game, just like Matthews. He lays off the first pitch inside. Benoit walked in the first, singled home a run in the second. There's that one's in the dirt. He also, geez, I have to go through all of this, seems like, popped out to first in the third. Grounded out to third in the 5th. So that is good enough for a 1-for-3 line with a walk. And that is a sharp hit ball, and it gets past Tallis. And that's going to be his second hit of the game with 2 outs in the 7th. But the Generals haven't been able to score since the 4th inning. They're looking to change that with 2 down and 2 runners on. Pitch misses. And that pitch gets through Kingston. Runners move up. The pitch that misses up and in. Off-speed pitch catches the bottom right corner of the zone. Swing and a miss for strike 2. No, that's 3. Pardon me. So the inning's over, and we're going to head to the bottom half of the inning. And the score is 11-3, Generals. Bottom of the 7th here at East Long Meadow High School. Nate Garcia going to lead things off for the Spartans, who trail by 8. Garcia's second at-bat this game. Grounded out to third in the bottom of the 5th. That's in there for a strike. Chopper foul. Two now on Garcia. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. So if the score holds, that would mean Pittsfield would advance to 5-6 on the season. They've been playing some great baseball as of late. Spartans would drop to 8-5. In the dirt, it's a full count now. Garcia looking to spark a rally here, get the leadoff man on. The payoff pitch misses just inside, and he's aboard with a walk. So Garcia does his job, gets on base. Swing and a miss. From the stretch, swung on a miss, strike 2, snap throw to first, and back with a dive is Garcia. Tapped foul. Mike Gordon on deck. Runner on first, nobody out. Spartans down by 8. That's in the dirt. It was really that second inning that is the difference in this game, with Generals putting up 6 runs. Took the Spartans a while to even just get out in the inning. Another snap throw to first. Garcia with an aggressive lead, but he's back with a dive. Two and two. That's in there for strike 3. So Michael Gordon getting his first at-bat of the game. And the first pitch he sees is in for a strike. Gordon has seen a few appearances as a pitcher. Pitched against Westfield in a 4-1 loss. Off-speed pitch, just missing outside. Started to get cold once again, kind of like it was at the beginning of the game. It was warm for the good stretch of the middle innings. Ground ball knocked down by the pitcher. He bobbles it. The flip and still manages to get it. What an adventure that was. But it ends up leading to out number 2. It all comes down to Mike Moynihan. So Moynihan getting his 4th chance in this game, and he is 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. From the stretch, that's in the dirt. Mazza on deck if he gets an opportunity. Outside, 1-1. Moynihan's had a phenomenal season. He's really found his spot as a leadoff hitter. And that pitch is inside and a hair low. Garcia is on second with 2 outs. And there's a strike. Three and one. That's upstairs, and Moynihan reaches base for the first time in this game. So the Spartans not quite done yet, as now Mazza gets a chance, and who knows what can happen if they can string together a few hits with the best part of the lineup, especially today. Mazza with a single in his last at-bat, and the first pitch that he sees is on the low and outside corner. Tough pitch. But yeah, Mazza came up second in the bottom of the last inning and reached on a base hit. It's a nasty curveball dropping into the dirt. Two on, 2 out, last inning, and Mazza swings and misses, and he's down 1-2. 11-3 the score. The pitch, it's in the dirt. Only 2 RBIs in this game belong to Tommaso Tallis. For the Spartans, that is. There's a pop-up just behind the plate. Catch is made. And the Pittsfield Generals with an 11-3 very impressive victory over the East Long Meadow Spartans. They improved to 5-6. East Long Meadow falls to 8-5. And just a great game offensively and defensively by Carter Matthews. Pitched a phenomenal game. And also managed a nice 3-for-4 day with 3 RBIs at the plate for the lefty. So the Spartans have now dropped 3 of their last 4. They look to rebound, win a couple games to qualify for the playoffs. Still 7 games left, just need to win 2 of them. For all of us here at LCAT, Jamie Rook on the camera, I'm Colin Casey. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. We'll see you next time here. You've been watching Spartans Baseball on LCAT.